looking back, I can say that, yeah, the red flags were clearly there. My days were getting darker. The things that I was flirting with and just surrounding myself around was just kind of a path that was going to lead me down the wrong direction. And eventually into a path where if I didn't have X, Y, or Z, then I was going to go on to the next thing. And the next thing was going to be something that could kill me. So probably one of the hardest things that I encountered as a young child was losing my father at 9 years old. Still hurts me today, and I don't know exactly if that had a play in how I kind of turned out to be this rebellious child. I was always told that I had a good heart, brought a lot of joy and smiles to the room. I'm very loud, so my presence is known. And outside of that, my mother was absolutely amazing. And she did everything that she could to manage 4 kids while being a single mother. And so I did. I had a really good childhood growing up. You know, as a kid, I always had a lot of energy, and still today as a 30-year-old, I have a lot of energy. So I did get to express that out on the basketball court. People used to watch me play. They used to really give me a pat on the back, and they really talked highly about how I played on the court. So that gave me a lot of confidence and joy receiving that from other people. 8th grade, you were the top of the class of the junior high, so you always had the better, more updated jerseys. But that was the year that I'd gotten kicked off, and you know, I think that crushed me a little bit, even though it was my fault. At the time, I didn't understand that. So I was with a group of friends. There's about 5 of us, and we went to a Toby Keith concert, and I was already drinking at the time. You know, senior in high school, so you feel like you're the hot shot. You just gotta milk it through the last little bit and you're free. And we were actually driving home, and I had not been driving. I actually let my buddy drive. I had a Mustang, a 1998 Mustang at the time. And he was on the interstate coming home from Ruoff Mortgage Center and spun out going about 75 miles an hour and did a complete 180, rear end kicked out, and we hit the median. Luckily, no other cars or people involved. There was 5 of us in the car. I don't think either one of us should have made it out alive that night. But all 5 of us did. We walked away, a couple stitches, a couple scratches. But that didn't stop me from being underage, which was considered a minor in consumption of an alcoholic beverage. So at 18 years old, I was spending my first night in a jail cell. My heart really didn't change until the 5th time that I'd gotten arrested. I felt as though each time that I was getting arrested, I was kind of getting a slap on the wrist. And so I felt like it's just because I'm not old enough, and this is why I keep getting in trouble. What was actually happening was I was over-consuming the alcohol, and to an extent where I have no idea what I did the night before. I have no idea how I got home, though my keys are in my pocket, my car's parked outside. It came to the fact that what I was doing, whether I was of age or not, was destroying my body, was destroying my mentality, was destroying my purpose. And I was basically tampering with God's design and who He's created me to be and become as a man, as a human being, as a son, as a brother, as a father. Because of the experiences that I've had, I feel like God's given me the heart to leave no man behind. And not only am I gonna try to bring somebody on this journey, I'm trying to go on the journey too. Every single day I'm trying to figure out how I can be a better version of myself, what I can do to make better decisions, how I can be healthier, how I can be smarter, how I can be more loving, more supportive. I just hope that my buddies can see that and that I'm able to be that open ear for them, or somebody that even just wants to talk in confidence. You know, it's like sometimes we just want to be heard, and anybody that doesn't believe or doesn't have the attitude is everything. And when you take that turns your perspectives around, and it turns your confidence around, and it can change your life.